Welcome back to the show. It's yours truly, Mr. B, giving you the latest on the NBA Finals. For those who's not following sports, the NBA Finals is on and rocking, and it is the New York Knicks representing the East Coast versus the San Antonio Spurs representing the West Coast. I told my man after game one, the Knicks are going to sweep the Spurs. Why? Why, he said, why do you think that? I don't want to speak prematurely. I told him the reason why is because the Knicks has been on a mission the whole postseason. They're finishing games strong. And in a game where they were down the majority of the game, to come back, finish strong, and win by like 10 points on an away game in that team's home, it tells you that the Knicks are all business. They're not out here playing around with people. They're seizing the moment. And what I have to say is a criticism after game one that I noticed with the Spurs that kind of reminded me of how I felt about the Celtics, which is my team. The Celtics messed around and blew like a 3-game lead when they played the finals against Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And the reason why is because teams get comfortable and start chucking up threes. They stop doing the things that got them the lead. You got to have an inside-outside game. You got to finish, make layups, make free throws. You can't turn the ball over. You have to finish as strong as how you started. To me, a team that can for 3 quarters dominate a game and then totally take their feet off the gas to let another team back into it, that team doesn't deserve to win. And that's exactly what happened with the Knicks and the Spurs in game one. They took their feet off the gas, and the Knicks never stopped playing. And all they did was they kept it close enough for Jalen Brunson, their superstar, to come in and take over. This is what you will see more of in game two. We're about to play the highlights now. But I told my man, based on those things that I was seeing, I saw a loss of hunger. I saw a loss of discipline on the part of the Spurs. And I say no team can actually win a finals without playing defense, without staying focused. In game two, you saw a lot more of the same thing. You saw a lack of focus, lack of discipline, and you saw the youth of the Spurs showcased. Okay? Now, it takes nothing away from them. They're a great team, but you need some grit and some toughness to finish strong. And whenever a team takes their feet off the gas, they're essentially giving the other team an opportunity to get back in it. All right, let's jump into game two highlights, and then I'll continue my analysis.
Wembanyama, crossover, leans in, pass inside, shot blocked by Champagnie. Towns gets it back. Aaron Fox back in. Fox steps.
This is the last 5 minutes of the game.
Aaron Fox, a huge three-pointer.
As you can see here,
the Knicks call timeout with 5.5 remaining.
You're going to have to keep getting either free throws to stop the
Knicks.
clock, or you're going to have to knock down some
You can
threes.
see the Knicks
Fox gets in there,
have a pretty handed lead on them. I think they were up 15 at a point.
Here in the fourth quarter, it's a 7-point game.
For the Spurs, they started to make a comeback.
Drives on Towns, leans in. Towns plays him well. Spins, layup, he banks it home.
Not only did they make a comeback, they took the lead.
9 straight points for San Antonio. And this building has come alive.
What?
9 straight points. And it's 5. Brunson, layup,
You
shot
see?
block, Champagnie and Wemby right there.
They're playing defense.
4th block for Wemby. Got numbers. Vassell, three-pointer. It's good. 2-point game.
This was a must-win for the Spurs, too.
Harper in the paint. Ties the game.
Tied the game in 3 minutes.
Sherman. Knicks trying to end this drought. Fox pokes it away. Goes in the corner.
Anunoby. This is the turning play of the game. This play was challenged. and they ended up getting 3 shots. Now, personally, I feel like this was a bad call. They said he hit his hand. To me, it looked like he hit the ball, and in an effort to course correct and move his hands, he ended up pushing off on the ball and sending it out. But this play turned the course of the game. See, he hit the ball, and he pushed the ball out.
And that makes no sense.
They called it a foul. He gets 3 shots.
On both sides, a little bit more freedom of movement. There's a wrestling match on every single play.
Back to a 3-point lead with 2.5 remaining.
Knicks got 3 points.
Fox splits the defense. Almost falls down, and the alley-oop to Wembanyama. That means nothing unless they get another, then it's a technical. Bridges catches. Bridges inside. Brunson flips it up.
Knicks, you see, inside-outside game. That's what I like about the Knicks. They're not one-dimensional. They're not just going to shoot threes.
Into the corner of Vassell. Wemby wants it. Bridges pokes it away. Wemby gets it back. Step back. 3-pointer. Way off an air ball. And
see, they started chucking up threes.
Ahead to Bridges.
And what do? Inside-outside game.
Vassell the other way. Harper drives, layup, block.
Now 1. That was called a goaltending.
Bridges finds some room, goes inside, lost the ball, picked up by Harper. Harper attacks the rim. Shut off by Anunoby. Wemby inside, layup is good. And the foul.
This is where they took the lead with less than a minute.
Their first lead of the second half.
Now you're going to see the mental mistakes.
All created with the straight-ahead speed of Dylan Harper. Now, this is a good job by Anunoby to take away this layup, but look at the way he collapsed the Knicks on the baseline. Victor Wembanyama never stopped running, and he created an opportunity for himself.
21 of his 28 here in the second half. Brunson on the drive,
Knicks,
stops,
that man.
away, it's up, it's good.
Jalen Brunson,
another clutch shot. We're tied again.
I think you go 2 for 1. I don't think you allow
these are critical minutes
the
here.
last shot of the game if you milk this clock.
Wemby can't hit. Rebound fought for. Anunoby comes up with it. And the Knicks will call one of their timeouts. Brunson gets free. 1-on-1 with Castle. Wemby lurking. Brunson dribbles. Pulls up. Jump shot. Back of the rim won't go. Wemby the rebound.
To win the game. He throws the ball behind him. Brunson gets it. Makes 2 shots. That's the error that cost them the game.
Huge turnover. I also think they weren't totally clear on if they wanted a timeout or they wanted to push it.
Brunson misses. Fight for the
He only
rebound.
made 1 shot out of the 2.
Cornet has it.
Call timeout. It's on to play. Fortunately,
remaining. It's their final timeout.
they ran the play for Wemby.
Fox gets it.
He gets a clean look.
4 seconds. Fox to Wembanyama pulls up.
For a jump shot. It just doesn't drop.
Taken by Vassell.
The game's over.
It's over. The Knicks survive. This magic carpet ride continues.
So at this point, you can see the Knicks go into San Antonio and they inch out 2 games. The next 2 games are at Madison Square Garden, and New York is going to be on fire crazy. This is going to be the first time the Knicks ever get close in probably a quarter century, if not a half a century, close to winning a championship. They're hungry. And to me, the fact that they went in and stole 2 games, they're going to finish strong in New York. They have a pattern of that. Now, there's a couple things I have to point out. Last year when they fired their coach, I thought it was the dumbest thing they could have done in the world. And I have to say I was wrong. I was completely wrong. Mike Brown is such an underrated coach. He is a phenomenal coach that has proven himself in ways that I can't believe. The Knicks, who lost to the Pacers last year, somehow, some way, looks, and they, for the most part, they have the same core guys, maybe a few additional pieces, But they look like a completely different team. They're playing completely different. They're on a 17-game winning streak, which is like unheard of. They swept the last two opponents. These guys are killing it. Killing it. And I have to say it's because of the coaching. There's adjustments. There's the right substitutions. There was a point where he had his bench players playing the end of the third quarter and had them start the start of the fourth quarter. And those guys was contributing. You can tell they believe in him. They buy into his system. And they're gelling. The team never gives up. Even when they're down 14, down 15, they don't give up. They keep playing. They chip away. And then eventually guys, the others, if you will, a term that Shaq would use, start contributing. It could be Shamit with some points. Bridges. It could be McBride. You right? It's been Cat the last two games. But then they know when it's time for a big bucket, their star Brunson's going to get it. But they play hard. You know, it could be you take your pick. But they play hard. They play defense. They stay committed. It could be Anunoby. They stay committed. And I got to tip my cap, man. The Knicks have definitely proved something to me. So, with that said, remember I said it first. The Knicks will sweep. They will absolutely sweep the Spurs and win it in 4. And New York will go up in flames. It's going to get crazy. That is a fact. All right, guys. That's it for me. It's yours truly, Mr. B. Thank you for joining me on this particular segment. If you're not connected to the channel, like and subscribe and stay connected. And let's go Knicks, because they look like they got in the bag. All right, guys, stay posted. Also, share your comments. Let me know what you think. Did I get it wrong? Do you think somehow the Spurs are going to pull back some miraculous wins and win 4 straight games? I could be wrong, but that would be impossible. All right, guys. Until we speak again, you be well. God bless.